Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is a very quick glam look. I wanted to be glam, but I'm in a rush. So that's why this is a voiceover and this was a completed look. So if you want to see the products I use, all of that, make sure you keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Okay guys, let's jump right into it. You saw the title of the video. This is a very quick one, as you can see. I'm taking my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream paired with my One Size Secure the Blur primer. I wanted to do a glam look today, but make it soft glam, make it fast glam, make it easy glam. I didn't want to have to think about anything. I just needed to throw this makeup on so I can get out the door. This primer combination, usually when I have somewhere to go or somewhere to be, I try to make sure I'm using products that I know works. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like really testing out anything new except that. That's me shaking my head. I tried out the Wet n Wild Glass primer. It's a yellow primer. And it had my skin looking like glassy. Not oily, greasy, or any of that. Just like really radiant. I don't know what made me try it. I'm like, hey, what the heck? I might as well try it. But normally, I don't try anything new. I usually go and pick up the products that I know are going to work, are going to last, are going to get me through whatever event I'm trying to go to. And that the Wet n Wild Glass primer, it wasn't bad. It just had me looking radiant. That's the only difference I saw, which you all know I love to look sometimes. And I use my MAC paint pot and Peachy for the smile lines. That's a must. Anytime I'm going to work or anytime I'm going somewhere that I know I'm going to be a while, I cannot not put on my paint pot on my smile lines. I need to put the paint pot on so that way I don't have to worry about the foundation creasing, settling in those lines or any of that. So this saves me because it was at one point before I got this trick from Savannah Silver. It was one point where like my foundation was creasing in that area and it just irritated me so bad. So for foundation, I'm using the NC50 Studio Fix foundation and concealer pen from MAC. I chose this foundation today because I knew that I only needed very little product to give me a full coverage look. I only needed very little product for my base to be my foundation, the base to be smooth, skin like, but you could still tell I had on makeup, but it didn't look cakey. As you can see with me blending it out, I'm using my Shop Miss A foundation brush. I think this is the F7 one. It's the one like with an angle. And so yeah, MAC. Anytime I'm in a crunch or anytime I'm undecided, like what makeup should I use? What should I use? I'm always going to reach for MAC because I know that MAC is never going to let me down. MAC is going to get me right. It's going to make sure that my makeup stays all day. It's flawless. It's not going to crease, crack, move, transfer, budge at the end of the night. I still look like my makeup like I just put my makeup on. And that's the kind of feeling you want to have. Like you want at the end of your day, you want to feel like your makeup is still in place, not like, oh, I have to hurry and get home to take this makeup off because it's looking a mess. Like it's 2023. It should be no reason why you have to rush home to take the makeup off because it looks horrible. Like these brands nowadays are making really good products that last all day. So I'm just taking my Car Beauty sponge to blend everything out. And guys, this is in real time. So technically I did my makeup this day in 10 minutes. Get it, Nana? Now, if I would have timed myself, I probably couldn't make it 10 minutes. But yeah, so I'm taking my Golden Honey True Blend CoverGirl Concealer. It's been in rotation heavily on my desk for the last 2 weeks. I don't know why when I was digging in my stash, like I pulled it out my stash. I don't know why I did, but I'm so happy I did. And this is 197. The ColourPop foundation stick. When I was checking the other day to link this for you guys, I see that ColourPop no longer sells it. I don't know why they discontinued or whatever. But another good option would be the Thread Beauty foundation stick from Target if you were looking for like a new contour. And I used 210 in that to contour with. This 197, as you can see, like I've said before, has a little slight red undertone, but I wasn't bothered by it. I feel like it gives me a different kind of look, and it just, I'm not a red bronzy person, but just a little bit. I could take a little bit, but not a lot, right? So I spray with my NYX Bear With Me setting spray before I go in to blend out that concealer. And when I sat down, I said, okay, I want to be glam. I want to do something nice and soft and in a hurry because it needed to be in a hurry. So I was trying to use as less products as possible, but still giving me that full coverage, maximum glam look with little effort, I should say, with little effort. So yeah, this concealer, as you can see, is a very full coverage, and I checked on Amazon and it is $5.99 on Amazon. You can't beat that. I don't know how much longer Amazon is going to have it. You know how that goes. But Amazon also has like a new packaging for the CoverGirl True Blend. So I don't know if CoverGirl got rid of this one and just got new packaging, or if the new True Blend is like totally new and different altogether. I don't know. I'll have to research that a little bit more. But yeah, so I'm just spraying, and it's full coverage, it's matte, and it kind of dries kind of fast. So this one I wouldn't suggest like letting it sit for a long time. Like, you don't have to immediately go in and blend, but don't let it sit for a while. So I'm taking my 332 Golden Caramel Superstay by Maybelline pressed powder, the original one, to set my concealer. When I want a glam look, when I want fuller coverage, I'll set with a pressed powder versus setting with a translucent powder. I might go back on top and set with a loose powder if I feel like I need, like I want to be like more banana, more bright. But I usually try to set with like a pressed powder because that's going to give me more coverage, and I know for sure it's going to stay put. So I'm taking my Juvia's Place Bronze Duo palette in dark, and I decided to take the top shade that day. I didn't want to get overwhelmed with it, and I just needed my face to be bronze because I was just going for a bronzy look. Not too much, just enough to get by. And of course, we didn't have any time for no eyeshadow today. It was like, now we don't have no time for no eyeshadow. So I'm taking the same bronzer and I'm going to put it in my crease. When I do this little trick or tip or whatever right here, that just gives my eyes definition. And it's like almost like, hey, did you do a look? Did you do an eye look? No, not really. But it gives the illusion that I did something with my eyes. So yeah, just taking that bronzer and now lightly like get the inner part of my nose. So I felt like it really wasn't deep enough for me. So when I went in with my One Size Bronze and Sculpt Trio, I'm taking the top shade. The top shade is dark enough for me. So I took that shade and put that, in the same area and did my nose along the way. I think the look came out perfect. It wasn't too much, but it was just the look that I was going for. You have those days where you want to be glam, but you don't have a lot of time and you need to hurry up. You need to hurry up. You don't have the luxury of sitting there taking hours doing your makeup. And sometimes when like your rush makeup, it's usually like the best makeup in my opinion. Like it comes out way better than when I sit there and take my time. Like my rush makeup comes out way better. So I just put the shade all over my lid also. And then I'm going in with my MAC press powder in NW48 Studio Fix press powder. And that's what I set the remainder of my face with. This is my go-to powder. Once again, when I know that I need a full coverage, I don't want it to budge. And even if I was sweating, or I don't sweat like a lot, but let's just say I was hot, my makeup didn't rub off or sweat off or transfer or just look gross, you know, like sweating really hard or whatever. Yeah, my makeup, Mac, love it. Mac, please call me sometime. I'm here anytime you need me. I'm taking volume 1 blush duo from Juvia's Place, and I took the orange shade, of course, and that's what we're using as, you know, just to give my face a little bit of color, because I needed some color. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with color, but I needed just a little bit of color. And I'm taking my BUXOM lip liner, plumping lip liner, and creamy chocolate, and that's what I'm using to line my lips with. It's not a very deep brown. It's a, you know, it's kind of in the middle, And then I went in with Ruby Woo MAC matte lipstick, Ruby Woo. That's what I use when I want to be glam. To me, Ruby Woo is my glam. Look, a red lip makes me think of glam every single time. It never fails. So yeah, yep, there it is, the Ruby Woo. I'll put that on. Then next you'll see me spray my face with my NYX Bear With Me spray, and then I'll come in and we'll get that outro. But today's look was so fast and simple. I need to do these looks more often because it came out perfect in my opinion. Okay, guys, I made it back. I just wanted to do a very quick, simple glam, make it glam, but make it in a rush because I was in a rush to get out the door. And this was the look I was able to achieve. MAC products always get me right. That's my go-to when I'm in a rush and I need to be glam. Or I want to be glam. I always reach for my MAC. And Ruby Woo is my outside of my nude normal shades. I'm always going to reach for Ruby Woo. So this is how the face is looking. Very natural, but it'll get me going, right? So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.